Hello. Took me a second. I don't know, it was not letting me on here. And then I was like, is it Thursday? Is it Friday? I had to think about it for a second. I was like, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be on here. But no, it is Thursday, so this is where we're at tonight. How's it going? I meant to do these earlier, but I took a nap. Oh, yes. Um, so it's very blue, which is fine. It's fine for me because I like blue hair. I was trying to put purple in there too, but the purple disappeared. And I think it's because, well, one, I didn't use that much purple, but um where I did, I think it was like, you know how I was saying that I don't think she lightened my hair enough. So I think the purple just made it just go like a dark plum or something. It's really hard to tell. See, I don't think you can see it as much as I wanted, but that's okay. So my hair is mostly teal and blue, with like, dark roots, which I'm not mad about. But maybe once I like wash it a little bit more, it'll get some of that extra dye out and then maybe we'll see more of the other colors. But like my hands are a little blue. I did, because I was pretty annoyed at how fast my hair faded. So I woke up this morning and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pack orders. I'm gonna go to Sally's. I'm gonna get my tried and true ion, the shit that doesn't come out, that actually fades nicely, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna bleach it. I'm just gonna go over the pre-lighten stuff and then kind of just see what takes. And I don't have to go all the way to my roots since they're still dark. So yeah, all right, hold on. Let me show you. Oh, flip the camera. It's a lot brighter in person, but you know, it is what it is. Well, it looks like I have I promise I don't. That's all. But like it's like this part was supposed to be purple and this part, like I don't know. Wow, that looks really weird. I promise it's not blue, it's just the way the light's hitting it, or it's not orange. But anyways, at least I'm blue again. I am live. It's funny. When my hair, um, so I used to have like all blue hair, like bright freaking blue. And then after it faded, the one time I put purple over it and it turned really cool. And then me and Billie Eilish basically had the same hair color for a while. And I got so many people telling me, you look like Billie Eilish. And it wasn't just like the hair color. They were like, you literally look like Billie Eilish. And now it's just kind of a joke that anytime I see Billie Eilish on TV, we're like, hey, look, it's me. It's you, it's me. They are 4 inches. Happy Thursday. Can I make a what? So here's where we left off. Um, Tuesday. So yeah, it's definitely, this lighting did not do me a justice whatsoever. We are doing coasters in May, yes. So I finished the last coaster today. One of them is under resin. This one doesn't have a top coat. But the idea is that we're doing like a rainbow and gray color palette. I don't know, because I just thought it was fun. So the first two have more gray on them, um, or like heavier on the gray. And then these two, I did just like the rainbow and then I top dotted with gray. So I think they're gonna be fun. I guess I could show you the other one since the resin is cured. It just needs a second coat. So I posted a link. So I have them on my website, but I also found a few places on Amazon too, if you want like 12 of them. But I'm selling them in a 4-pack on my website. So here are the two more gray ones, which this one needs another coat of resin, and none of these have resin yet. And then these two are more rainbow, but they're the same color palette. So yeah. So I finished this one today while I was waiting for my hair color to, you know, finish processing. They're coasters, so I mean, they can be for decoration or you can actually use them. All right, so, I still don't know. I don't think I really ever figured out what I wanted to do here. Part of me wants to kind of do some type of flower, but I don't know. Yes. Got a budget, got a budget. Oh, you know me, I can't. There's too much negative space. I gotta finish off just a little bit more. A pink one in all white. Like a pink coaster with a white design, is that what you're saying? Need to mix up my purple a little bit, I think, but we'll just I know. I love it. It looks good on everything. Oh, are they out? I must have sold my last couple today. Well, they're on the list for restock, so soon. I should have mixed my paint up a little bit more before I use this, but we already were going for it, so I'm just fixing a couple areas. You'd like to see this design in all white. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about last time where I said this kind of looks like a snowflake. I agree. I think it would look really, really pretty. Don't know if I could recreate it, but Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. Mm. Woo! We love spring tools. Ooh, speaking of tools, finally, I had some random single tools that I got, and I was waiting for my supplier, and they put the wrong address in. I will be. So I actually have a couple set aside, Carol, because I want to put them in my starter kits. So once I do that, I might have a handful like that I can put back in stock, but I did order more last night. So I got this because you always need an extra, like this is my favorite dotting tool, the 0.8 millimeter, the smallest one. And then a little silicone wipey, so it's a two-in-one duo tool. So I got some of those finally in. And then this is for rhinestones, and I love the rainbow because, color. And then I also have the replaceable little thingies. So those are new. I didn't post about them yet because I just got them in tonight finally. But just so you guys know, those are the other fancy tools I was waiting on. I ordered them the same time I ordered the pigments and the same time that I ordered my branded tools the first time. So I've been waiting on these. They put my address in wrong and it just like took forever to get it figured out. Oh, courage. Courage to glitter some are you are why do you need courage? You trying not to make a mess? Is that what it is? Just do it. Yeah, so you can't most rhinestone tools are like not allowed to be sold because they're like more patented. This one's different because it doesn't have that extra end. All it is the picker, and these ones are fine. So 8 ornaments. I didn't glitter any, but I did some wood. I started some of the little wood ones yesterday so that we can just get right on with things on Saturday. And maybe we'll do some glitter ornaments this weekend too. So the neon pink that I'm using is actually a mix. It's the sizzling pink Americana neon color, which at this point is online only. Or you might be able to get it on Amazon, but like you can't get that in stores anywhere. Joanne used to sell it, but she's not open anymore. So when I say neon, there's a bunch of different neon colors and neon like bottles and stuff. If it needs to look like this. This is the color I'm using. However, um I do mix it with a little bit of light pink just to get it to dry nicely. Oh yeah, so we won't be restocking the non-flex tools. So if you're looking for the 10 petals, look in the flex tools because those are going to be our tools going forward. You should just do it. I love glittering ornaments. It's actually one of my favorite prep tasks, because I hate prepping things, but glittering ornaments doesn't count. I do, yes. If you're looking for the VIP schedule, it's pinned in the featured tab at the top of the group. If you're just looking for my regular live schedule, it's in the Dot Fam community Facebook group, also pinned in the top in the featured. Yes. Yes. So these coasters, they're unfinished ceramic. So like they don't have the shiny on top. They kind of remind me of like a terracotta pot in the way that it feels. It's very smooth. They're white and I just paint them black. And then I do resin on top afterwards. So in May's VIP, we're actually a month ahead, or I'm actually a month ahead in terms of planning because I'm going to be very busy later on this month. So typically when I plan the next month, I'm going to be very busy. So I've been working hard this week trying to get May figured out so that I don't have to think about it. And I can just like enjoy the end of the month with the Dot Fam when some of them come to Pittsburgh. at the end of April. So we're going to be doing coasters and VIP in May. So yes, these are in my link tree. I think there's a 12 pack and a 50 some pack. If you only want 4 or a smaller amount, I have them on my website in the VIP tab. Woo! I know I have a whole bin of ornaments underneath my desk that I need to use up. What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Thank you. I've just been having fun this week with coasters. Just playing around. It's been a couple of years since what did I say? Tuesday? I meant Thursday. My gosh. I don't even know. But it's been a couple of years since I painted coasters, so we're doing it again. So in April's VIP, we're starting off the month with a purse pendant. And then we're spending 2 weeks painting an 8-inch round. And then we're finishing off the month doing a stash jar. Nope. Oh, I forgot that side. I knew I was forgetting a side. Nope. I half know what day it is, apparently. Right? I felt like this week kind of flew, but at the same time was pretty slow. I know, I was watching TV last Wednesday and I was like sitting in bed and I'm like trying to picture like this time next week and it's already here. Like what? Purse pendants are 3 inches. So you could get like a 3-inch wood piece and paint it. You can do it on a disc ornament, but doing the circle center is just a little bit harder. Mm, We're gonna do. Where did I put? So I don't, and that is because oh, do you? Cool. Oh yeah, I think I know what stash shards you're talking about. So we're actually not doing Easter on Easter this year. I'm going for brunch to my parents, but we're not doing our annual big family gathering on Easter. Where that's why I make a shit ton of deviled eggs. My aunt and uncle, they are out of town on like a mission trip, but we're going to be doing it on the 19th. So I will make them. It's just a little bit later in the year. But I'm not going to make as many as I normally do because my dad is out of town the weekend of the 19th. So he's one of the main deviled egg eaters. So I'm not making as many as I normally do because he's not going to be here to eat them. Which is kind of sad. But my mom will be there and my sister will be there and everyone else will. Right, exactly. Yep, just a little bit later. Paula still isn't all the way packed. I talked to her this morning. Isn't it nice? Whoa, that was almost bad. I'm so excited. It's gonna be here before we know it, and then we're gonna be like, "What the heck?" We gotta make sure to not let the time fly that weekend. But I'm real excited. Ah, that's a lot. Good thing this dries clear. I did, yep, it came yesterday, thank goodness. So now I can varnish things again. Yeah, I know. I wish everyone could come. Wish we could all just teleport. It's gonna be a full weekend with lots of things to do. Aw, well, that's gonna be a good time. So I actually went to Dollar Tree today, a different Dollar Tree, because I needed some more paint, like, things for my paint wall, the square pen holder things. And the one that I went to had some, so it looks like they are slowly restocking them. They're in the art section, they're just on, like, one of the shelves. They're not hanging anywhere. I have not, just because, the prepping just was a little bit annoying to me. Now that was, like, years ago, and I haven't tried it again since. I know, I'm trying really hard to keep these clean. Yeah, I think we'll have a few more of those in eventually too. Yeah, you should whenever I'm looking for something specific, I'll go to, 2 or 3 Dollar Trees pretty close to me and try and find what I need. Usually if one doesn't have it, maybe the other one will. The one, near me, it's newer and it's nice and clean, but I think a lot of people go there because of that. And then there's another one about 15 minutes away ish. It's big. It's been there a while. It's dirty, but that one tends to have a lot of the things. I just hate going into that one because it's kind of yucky in there. But if you can't find them at your Dollar Tree, like I said, guys, I have some on my website if you're in VIP. It's in the VIP tab. Um, and if you want more than 4, I have a couple places linked on my Amazon storefront, which you can find in my link tree. There's a button for Amazon storefront. Yeah, so the rainbow ones I'll actually be teaching in May in VIP. So I'm planning ahead because I'm busy this month. So we're doing one coaster a week starting in May. So a 2-hour class per coaster. So there it's rainbow and gray is kind of the color palette, okay? So the first 2 are more gray based. Like I used more gray and just kind of whatever. And then these 2 are more rainbow based. So I'm still using the same colors. This one doesn't it's I just did this one today, so I haven't removed the guidelines or anything, but um they go together in a set. So we're not painting them in any particular order, but this was the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so we'll be doing those together next month in VIP. Yes. So, and then this is one of the ones that we painted on Facebook, which it needs resin, but so I still have 3 left, so I only sold 2 of them. So kind of how I thought would happen. That's okay. Mm, so it's not next week, it's next month. Not really. It's kind of like so for the rainbow. So it's like there's 2 colors and then there's I can't remember for sure, but basically if there isn't a color or isn't more than one, it's like you mix and then you put a new color in here and then you use the dirty Q-tip from this color and you mix it up and so on and so forth. So there's not too much. You just kind of want 9 colors ranging in some kind of bright rainbow order. So I did. I did. So I use the silk gray, so you can see that it has a little bit of a sheen. But yes, I did use some of the liquid diamonds on the outer edge on some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. I think I did on this one. Let me look. I top dotted some of the gray with liquid diamond, so it sparkles a little bit. But yeah. Good evening. I know. This one? And then here's the rose one that we did. I think we started on TikTok and finished it on Facebook. Dory, how's it going? So coasters are 30. I don't have any up right now just because they need resin and stuff. The ones that I did have, they sold. But I'll eventually be getting some more up. Thanks. Yeah, I really like that one. Thanks. Coasters are one of those things that I stopped painting for a couple years because I like didn't feel like I could get what I wanted for them because it's a coaster. And then I had some people kind of talk me into painting some again. So here we are, we're just hyper fixating this week on them. Yeah, and then if they don't sell, then they're just stock for my show in November. Yay! It's going fantastic, huh? That's good to hear. Yeah, coasters are really good gifts for sure. Oops. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I gotta move these back a little bit. That's like the hard part. Making sure I have enough room on my desk for this thing to spin around. Oh, good. Oh, yeah? What you use like Mod Podge and napkins or something? Is that what you did? Or how you make them? How's it going? We had a pretty annoying dinner tonight. I'm tired of trying out Costco food because like sometimes it's really good and then half the time it's like eh. And the last few times we've tried something that we've gotten a sample of, it tastes completely different once you make it at home and I just don't get it. But I have a piece of like meat stuck between one of my teeth and it's pissing me off. I don't have any floss, so maybe I can get it with a straw. Well, you gotta be very careful if you add triple, or if you have Duraclear. Blah, 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 blah. Be very careful if you add Duraclear to triple thick. I learned the hard way; it thins it out really, really, really bad. So maybe like a couple drops at a time to see, if you do want to risk that. I don't know where my toothpicks are. All right, what color palette do we want to do on this one? Um, you guys said something last time we did the pink and purple. How much do you have left? After all, sometimes I just toss it. Oh no. Is everything okay? Oh, you know what color I want to use? I haven't used it in a while. I want to use sea aqua. Yeah, I learned the hard way by accident. And I ruined an entire bottle of triple thick, which is why I haven't been able to top coat certain things because I had to order some more. Oh no, I wonder if you have like a sciatica or something. Did you have the meatball things for dinner, Gabrielle? Yeah, I had a fresh bottle of triple thick. Well, not like super fresh, but like I used it a few times kind of fresh. And I was dripping ornaments and I had the bottle of high gloss varnish next to my triple thick container and I poured the excess Duraclear into my bottle of triple thick and it like literally made it almost like water. I was like, I don't get it. Let's do every other. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Chipotle, yes. I love Chipotle. Yep. So I placed an order from Art, and I got like 4 bottles of Duraclear and 2 triple thick and a big bottle of black paint and some more neons because I was running low. And I got a bottle of, is it super matte, extra matte Duraclear? Because I have the matte, but I wanted to try out like the super matte. What's it called? Hold on. It's called Ultra Matte. I want to try that out. And I got a bottle of this, but then I realized I had some already. But I wanted to try this with ornaments, even though I don't know, it's kind of the same. I don't know, it's not like it's a huge tub of it, but they do sell a bigger tub of it. This is more made to like pour on top of a paint. Hold on, let me drag this swoosh out before I keep talking. Um, it's made to like pour onto like a painting or inside like a cabochon and then let it dry, and it's not resin, but you're supposed to be able to pour it on the surface. So I was like, "Oh, that might be cool for like a couple different things, but maybe we could use it on ornaments." So I got that. So we'll have to try that next time for the glittering. But speaking of Duraclear High Gloss, hey Heather. Um, Tanya, one of the Tanyas, she has a few different suppliers for her business, and she was able to find a few things for us. One, purse pendants. She found those a while ago and they finally got delivered. So if you don't want to buy a 20 pack on Amazon / they're unavailable, which they are right now, they're not available. You can get them from her. But she also will be carrying triple thick and high gloss. And if you use code Jenna25, you get 25% off your order for those 2 items, the triple thick and the Duraclear. Um, they should be in tomorrow. She only ordered a little bit just to get started, but we have another place that we can get stuff. And I updated my discount like picture thing in my Facebook group. If you haven't noticed that it's there, if you go to the featured tab, there's a picture that says like discount codes, and if you go into the comments, all the discount codes I have are linked in the comments. So, I have it in Facebook. And if you're in VIP, and you go to the purse pendant comments with all the stuff, supplies comments, I also have it linked there. I think it's like knitted to a T or something. I can't remember it, the full website. Yeah. She's also looking into getting some of those like half pearl rhinestones, which, once we get into full ornament season, I'll be probably using that stuff a lot. Yes, these are coasters. They will be when everything's all said and done with the resin and everything. Taking residency in the garbage. You're funny. Thank you. Yeah, yep. Oh, yeah. I have white ones, but I know that they have all different beautiful colors, so I was like, "You should try and see if you can get some of those." Yo, can you? Can you see comments well too? I don't know. I know that depending on what, electronic device you're using, sometimes it shows up differently. It is very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. I like that emoji. I love it when I get my hair washed at the hairdresser and they just scrub. Oh, I could just fall asleep. Can you? Cool, 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 cool. All right, so far we're using sea aqua and teal mint. Man, the last time that I got my hair done, they had like I don't know, she was probably like in school, but she was like her touch was just, and I was like, girl, freaking scrub, come on. I was thinking to use like a melony coral kind of color, but also purple looks really good with these too. So I just don't know. Like this color looks really pretty with these colors. I might do purple. Oh, good, 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 good. So I was looking at the new deco art colors that they're kind of giving us a sneak peek for. One of them kind of looks like blue mist, and you know, I'm excited to see how that actually is. Thanks. They're supposed to resemble like supposed to kind of match my rings in a way. Yeah, even adding like a melon with this color palette too would be really pretty. This I'm kind of getting a mermaid vibe with this, so I think we're gonna utilize the beach tools on this. Agreed. No, well, it is the anniversary set. They are, yeah, they yep. And I'm kind of mad about it, to be honest. So, they did say last year that the anniversary set will be released this year in normal, like with normal labels. But I was crossing my fingers that they weren't gonna release them as their 2026 colors, and they are. So that's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a letdown because I feel like, since I have the anniversary colors, I feel like I'm only getting 5 new colors. So, little sad. It's like 4 or 5 colors in addition to the anniversary set, yeah. So, and one of those colors reminds me of Blue Mist. So I'm excited to see how the purple one and the blue one dry because, that's the other factor. Sometimes they just don't dry super nice and it's depressing. Yeah, I'm a little pissed off about it, but you know, we're gonna be grateful that we're even just getting new paint colors. We're gonna be grateful. I want to do that here or here. Let's do it there. And I'm gonna use to make it look better. Why don't you just trust the process and see what happens? Did you? Yeah, that's true. That is true. And you know we'll have some good tools coming out. This one is Coral Blush. Coral Blush? Yes, Coral Blush. I really suck at centering this. It's fine. Thank you. You're watching in the Philippines. Hello. I'm gonna smooth these out a little bit so that they dry faster and more even. Yeah, so like the tealish color, the tealy green seafoam color with that purple gave me some like Little Mermaid vibes, so we're going with a beach theme. Yep. Yep, that's immediately what I thought as soon as I put down that purple. So we're gonna go beach vibes on this one. Oh, oh, guess you better start. Guess you better start. I'm gonna do that here. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna drag some colors though first. How many ornaments did you have? Did you get a bunch of them on clearance last year? No, Coral Buzz is a bright corally color. That's one of the colors they came out with last year. But if you don't have Coral Buzz and you have Coral Blush, you could probably use that if you wanted to. So here, I'll show you so that you can kind of imagine the colors a little bit better. So this is the coral color. So this is probably you'd probably could get by using this coral blush in place of this. This one is Coral Buzz. So it's that really bright corally color. So if you were gonna switch one and you have coral blush, I would switch this one, which I think is maybe just coral. I don't know. I can't remember what I said on there. Right? Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, we'll see what he says then. Is he listening? Is that why he said that you can't get any new tools till you glitter ornaments? If you check out so I updated the Google Doc from the Dot Fam group, um, that has like the paint colors and stuff. If you check that out, I actually updated it, a couple days ago, and there's a list of the colors that are at Michael's. And then there's a whole page of the colors that you can only get online at this point. So check those out. You might be able to see. I don't remember off the top of my head what Michael's has. No, they don't have any of the most of the new colors from last year. Typically Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby was the place that got the 2026 or, whatever the current year colors in. Otherwise, you always had to get them online. But now that Hobby Lobby doesn't carry deco art, it's almost like we kind of have to go online now. Yeah, I kept saying I needed to update it and I like hadn't and I felt bad. And then I used I used some extra time the other day while I was sitting on my couch doing some stuff, and I was like, "You know what? I might as well just make time." 'Cause half the time I'm just looking for time, but there are certain times I just need to straight up make time to do stuff, otherwise it's never gonna get done. Oh, yay, I'm so glad. Guys are funny. Yeah, I have, remember I have those stickers that say, "She won this." All you have to do is leave me a little note, and I'll stick it on your package for you. Yeah, Tammy Tammy left me a note the other night on her order saying, "Can you put it in the smallest box possible so my hubby doesn't see how much I ordered?" It made me laugh. I did my best. I did my best. It's not too large of a box. No, I know. We figure. That's how Scott is too. He doesn't he doesn't say anything, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's, you know, a within reason, of course. I don't go crazy. But he knows that, whatever I typically buy for the biz, he doesn't say anything about it. The only thing that he's even kind of complained about, which I totally get because I was complaining about it, was when I have to portion up all the pigments, everything's a little sparkly for a bit. There's really nothing I can do about that, right? We could be doing a lot worse with our monies. I do that too. The footprints at the beach. Footprints at the beach. The footprints at the beach was our first ever like themed set last year. Yeah, I mean, compared to glitter, pigment is ridiculous, but if you just use it a little bit, it's not that bad. Where's Cherry tonight? I feel like I haven't seen her tonight. Hello, hello. Exactly. Not gonna lie though, there sometimes a need and a want is not the same. I had to do that sometimes. I'm like, do I need this or do I just really want it, you know? But I try to tell myself, Jenna, you don't really buy yourself much, and usually when you do, it's for the business, so it's okay. Hi, good night. I know, right? A daughter's anonymous, which also stands for Deco Art Americana. You know, it's funny, I was trying to get on this live, at the beginning at 9:30, and I pressed a button and it wouldn't let me live for a second, but when I thought I was live, I, like, walked away to get my paper towel and tub was just in the litter box, but I guess it didn't. You guys didn't hear that because I wasn't actually live like I thought I was. Yeah, yep, the colors just reminded me of Ariel, so I was like, "Let's just do it." If you come to me, I'm gonna tell you, "Yes, absolutely, you deserve it." So, I might not be the best person to come to be honest. Yes, very true. I do have a rule for myself, and I started this rule very early on because, um, you guys have seen the hyperfixations that occur. I do have a rule for myself. If I can't somehow merge it with my current art style, then I'm not doing it, right? So, now there's always an exception because those gnomes, those yarn gnomes I did last year, um, I did not merge it with my art, but like for example, resin. I love resin stuff. I think you can make really cute stuff with it, but I wouldn't just use resin on its own. But I use resin to coat certain projects with, like coasters, or I'll make jewelry out of it. And therefore, now that I have a use for resin, if I want to use it for something else that isn't dot related, I can because I'm not buying a new supply. You know what I mean? So I do try and kind of keep myself in check just a little bit because I don't have um a dedicated well, I mean, I do have a dedicated art space, but it's not like a room that I can close the door to, so I have to be careful. Yeah. You're talking like angel without the tool, right? Like just dot art angel, like swoosh angel. I don't use a respirator. Um, I can ask my sister which one she uses though. Yeah. Tumblers were one of those things that I said I was not gonna get into. Would it be cool to like make a tumbler with a wraparound design? Absolutely. But um it's not worth it. Not for me anyways. I use a two-part resin, so it's very rare that you'll catch me using UV resin on anything other than like little keychains or little earrings that don't have like a solid base that I'm painting on. Because the thing with UV resin is that you need the light to penetrate both sides. And obviously, it's not going to penetrate. So it'll feel like it's cured to the touch, but you really don't know like underneath. Like if say you were to pry off the UV resin off of this coaster, for example, which you're not going to. But say that you did. This is the best way I can explain it. If you were to take off that UV resin, the underneath part that's laying on top of your surface, it could possibly still be like tacky or sticky. And there's really no good way around it because you can't cure the bottom part. You can only cure the top. I just hit my 5-year anniversary on March 7th. I have, just to, like, speed up the process so I don't have to wait as long, but it's expensive, and I just haven't I haven't dropped that money on it yet. Yep. Especially now that, sublimation tumblers have become popular and stuff like that. People don't value the work of, like, the glitter epoxy tumblers anymore because they are more expensive, but when people can get a sublimation tumbler for, like, 15 bucks on Etsy or at a craft show, people don't wanna spend, however much for an epoxy tumbler, even though they are nicer in my opinion. My sister, she's a tumbler maker and she's looking to get out of it. And her tumblers are beautiful. But unfortunately for her, she developed an allergy to epoxy resin. So that's another reason why she wants out because even though she uses a respirator and she's careful, she still breaks out in like a rash. UV is also not good on wood. Yep. Thank you. Lots of practice. Lots of practice. Yeah, I honestly prefer them, though I do have 2 Stanleys, um, but that's because they're sparkly and holographic, and I just couldn't resist. They do take a lot more work, but people don't realize it, you know? Happy Thursday. The one year I had a show, a local show, and I let my sister come hang out with me, and I gave her one of my tables so that she could, try and sell some tumblers, and I think she sold 2 'cause, at the other end, there was a sublimation tumbler person, and there were, like, multiple people that came to her and were like, "Why are yours so expensive and theirs aren't?" And she was like, "They're completely different tumblers." Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth the money for sure. There's just certain things that like, I hate spending money. Yeah, no, right? Oh god, those are so worth so much more than people think. I know. But yeah, I hate spending money. Scott is just kinda he just shakes his head. He's like, "It's for the business." I'm like, "I know, but I hate spending money that I earn." Especially when I'm drop like, I had to drop $250 approximately, um, for my freaking PO box, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, it's for the business, it's a write-off, and it's for my safety. Like, I know why I have a PO box, but I really hated walking into the post office today and seeing that I had to pay my yearly dues to keep my PO box. I was like, "Dang it. Guess I'm not going to Hobby Lobby today." No, I wasn't planning on going to Hobby Lobby anyways. But no, I have been looking at the curing machine. I just haven't jumped at it yet. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But there are just certain things that like it's the things that if I'm like, well, for example, that the resin curing machine. Yes, it would be faster, but I don't need it. right? That's very much a want and not a need because I can just be patient and let the resin cure on its own and check on it 24 hours later, you know? But there are definitely some times where I'm like, damn, I wish this cured faster. That's why I kind of go the ups and downs with resin. Like right now, I'm very much on the resin train for certain things. But for probably half the year last year, the very last thing that I ever wanted to do was mix up resin and put it on top of something. Even though I know that process is relatively quick, I just didn't feel like doing it. Because I hated waiting and then opening up and realizing I probably needed a second coat, so then I have to wait again. Like I like to do things and have them done within like a day usually. I mean, sometimes things just take longer than that, but the majority of the things that I do are smaller, more functional, and they're not going to take me 10,000 days to do. Again, that's another exaggeration, but I mean, I told you guys I wasn't gonna spend the Dotiversary gift on my business. I still haven't figured out what I want yet, but maybe since that's a wand, what do you guys think? I thought I did say I was gonna spend it on myself though. Well, yeah, you're like, fine, I'll just keep working, it's fine. I want to keep spending money. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely use the crap out of it, that's for sure, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna do some glitter for now. Yes, and then I put glitter on the seashells, but they're not dry yet, so. Do you? Is it the Resiners one? Is that the one it is? Like, I've seen a couple different ones. I did. Can you not see them? Maybe you can see them better now. I don't do, like, crazy big dots or dots that are, like, super different in color, just a little bit. Oh, this is the Folk Art Extreme Glitter in the shade hologram, which the name is kind of misleading because it's not holographic silver, it's an iridescent. So, putting it over top of this like tealish kind of colors, when it dries, it'll kind of shift. Damn it. It'll kind of shift like a blue green. This is one of those moments that I'm like, you should have just waited because this paint isn't fully dry and now you're gonna make a freaking mess. Oh yeah. So I'm using Sea Aqua, which is a little bit darker than Sea Breeze, a little bit more green, and then Teal Mint. Why are you afraid to use it? I get it though. When I got my air fryer, for example, I was afraid to use it for like a couple weeks. I thought it was gonna like blow up. I know, so many colors. Yeah, I think that is Resiners. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about the purple is lavender haze. So it's the one of the new colors from last year's release from Deco Art. It's very pretty. It's actually one of my top favorite purples at this point. It's a little bit more bluey than like purple cow is. It's definitely lighter than lavender. Um, it's along the same kind of level as purple cow. It's just a little bit more bluey purple, but it's not periwinkle. I know, it's such a pretty one. Oh yeah. Lives are fun. It was scary. It was scary at first. But you eventually find your people and then they'll keep coming back and it's fun. My advice, it depends on the platform, obviously, because some platforms like TikTok, you can listen to good music and the other ones, like all the other ones, you can't. So, if you're on TikTok or something, you want to have some background music so it's not silent. That in personal preference, anyways. I can't watch a live that's silent. It just bugs me. Um, but it can be hard to like part of I think the reason people like to watch me is because I keep up with the conversation, right? But that's easier said than done because if nobody's talking to you, then it's harder to just I find it hard to keep coming up with stuff to talk about. So when I first started, it was really hard because nobody was watching and talking to me, right? So what I started to do is I just kind of talk through what I was doing. I wasn't necessarily doing like a tutorial, but I was kind of sort of talking through it so that it didn't seem as like awkward. It'll dry clear with sparkles, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was such a pretty one. I forget what colors I use, but yeah, that would be really pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's see. What do I want to use next? Yep. Yep. Just kind of walk through what you're doing. It makes it a little bit easier for people to watch. Mhm. I don't know what they are coasters, yes. Oh yeah, they don't want to talk to you. That's hard. Yeah, it can be hard. You just gotta stick with it. Although honestly, YouTube is not my first platform. So YouTube is a lot different than TikTok. And it's definitely been an adjustment. A lot of my people have followed me over here, so it's fine. But sometimes you get people that aren't very nice over here, and I don't like that. I'm looking for a specific tool, and I don't know where it is. I feel like I just saw it, but it's like gone now, so maybe that means we're not gonna use that on here. They will be, yeah, once they're done. Mary, I have some on my website, just so you know, in a 4 pack, so you don't feel like you have to get a bunch of them. Do I want to do that? Probably not. It's not really gonna fit the way I want it to. Never mind. Yeah, YouTube can be hard. It's definitely a different experience, that's for sure. All right, we're just gonna swoosh. We're gonna swoosh. I changed my mind. Because maybe I want to do some bubbles. Yeah, it's hard. I learned after my first couple lives to filter a few keywords just because I don't want the trouble. I don't want, people coming in here. It still happens sometimes, but thankfully, um, I've got a whole dot army behind me that usually they'll get to them before I do. So all the stories about what? It's I'm very sensitive. I totally understand that. It can be really hard to um, you know, it's hard to ignore, but sometimes honestly that's the best. Like I had someone the other day come in right at the end of my live and we were talking most of the live about how I teach this on Facebook and someone like put in the chat like I can something like I can guarantee that nobody needs to pay for this or something like that, something stupid, and it was right at the end of my live, so like I didn't think of anything to say right then and there, and I was already getting off and I was like kind of mad I was getting off because like I'm like, oh, they're gonna think that they hurt my feelings. So then I like kind of thought about it later and I was like, I'm just gonna make a post about it because I need to find just like a simple like thing, like a comeback, not a comeback, but a response that doesn't take a lot of emotional energy, right? Um, and so when it comes to someone saying like, it's not worth, whatever, or it's easier kind of thing, my response is going to be, give it a try and let me know. Oh, yeah. So, I sell starter kits on my website, which has all the tools that you'll need to get started, and then you just gotta get some paint and something to paint on. I also sell step-by-step patterns on my website, and I also teach as well, so but you honestly, the easiest way is just watch and ask questions and, just kinda learn as you go. Right, exactly. Um, oh, I don't know about cake pops. Girls egg decorating? What? That's fun. Yeah, see, I don't know how to respond quickly. I think, like, I wanted to say something like, because they were like, "I assure you, like, nobody needs to pay you for that," or something, and I wanted to say, like, something snarky, like, "Well, t at least 200 people think it's worth it," but I didn't wanna say that because that kinda sounded shitty, but also I couldn't get the sentence like that quick enough in my head out of my head, like, out whatever, out of my mouth, right? So, do you guys think it's a good idea to do bubbles? I think we should, but I'm gonna do, I think, one more layer and then we'll do bubbles. Oh, that's a good way. Just ask how long they've been doing. If the answer is that they've never done it, then, well, good luck with that. Oh, always, always. And it makes me so mad. The turtles aren't gonna fit. I was looking at all the fun tools that I have and like I even wanted to do a seahorse and it wasn't gonna fit. Your printer's not cooperating. Well, just pull it up on, like, your phone or your iPad and just, like, zoom in. Or you can always go to, like, your library and print it out if you want to, or maybe, like, Staples. Yeah, honestly, just don't answer. Yeah, I mean, that is the best course of action. Sometimes you just want to, you know what I mean? You just wanna tell them to shove it. Yeah, it's gonna be something like, "Give it a try, let me know, let me know if you need any help." But yeah, it's definitely different over here. I've had way more people in the chat telling me my stuff was ugly or not worth my time than I ever had on any other platform. And I'm like, "Damn, what is it with people on YouTube? Lots of trolls, I guess." Nope, but I can tell you, unfortunately, I am using a discontinued color because I just really wanted to. So I'm using, Sea Aqua. That's this color right here, Sea Aqua. I'm using Sea Aqua, Teal Mint, Lavender Haze, and Coral Blush and White. Hello. All right, let's do some bubbles. Bubbles, bubble, 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 bubble. Okay. Oops. Yes, they're coasters. Thanks. I totally missed that. They don't have to be coasters. These specific ones, like I'm doing them on coaster rounds. But like you could totally, those plates, those like little decorative plates, like my mom has some in her kitchen and they like kind of sit on frames sort of. You could totally use them on something like that and display it like that. What else could you use these for, guys? Yeah, if it's not too hot. Yeah, I mean, I think most of the people, like most of the trolls on here, kids that shouldn't have their devices after bed, but they do and they cause trouble. Like I can see sometimes I'm like there's these are definitely children and they're hanging out with their friends and they're like putting a mean comment and then they're like hee 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 and they're giggling about it. Like I totally feel like that's what happens a lot of the times. Will it? I can't remember, I know that not all resins do. I can't remember what Resin Rockers is. I didn't think it was 500, but maybe it is. Oh, yeah? This color palette is a lot of fun. Yeah, you can do it on a lot of different things. Oh, wow. I'm not saying anything to any of the kids. I'm just saying what I think the mean ones come in here and say mean things. That's what I think of what they're doing. If you're nice, you're welcome to stay in here. It does not matter to me. But I think that the ones that are trying to cause trouble are not supposed to have their devices, and they're just trying to, stir the pot a little bit. So once these blue dots dry, I go over it with some sparkles, and then I do a little like white highlight with a couple little dots to make it look like a little bubble. So I just swirled a few different blues and stuff together. It's like a peppermint dot, but with not red and white. Thanks. Yep, we're nice in here. We've actually gotten quite a few compliments from people just scrolling in, saying that this is a pretty chill live compared to some of the other ones they've been in. Meh. Oh yeah, I haven't done bubbles very often. The first time I feel like we did this was last year. I did a seahorse painting where there was a seahorse in the middle, and I did some mandala stuff. Um, and to fill in, I think around the seahorse, I believe. It's been a while, so I can't 100% remember. Did a bunch of bubbles, and it turned out super freaking cute. Right? The sea tools. Speaking of sea tools, um, depending on the way that you look at the Highland cow, it kinda looks like a crab. The amount of people that message me and they're like, "What is this? Is this a crab?" I'm like, "No, it's a cow." They were like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, it's upside down. Turn it around." They're like, "Oh my gosh. I literally thought it was a crab." Yeah, I think so. I think Paul is there's a couple mods in here. I can't remember exactly how to do it, but I did it after, like, the first night. Let me see if I can figure it out again. Oh, that was easy. There you go. Dory's got superpowers. Okay. Leave a note in case I don't notice. I try to notice, but in case I don't, leave me a note saying that you did a second order. Superpowers is just mod stuff. Like you have superpowers, Paula. You're a mod in here. I think Linda too, maybe. Heather. I can't remember who all has superpowers in here. Oh, I know. Yesterday it was a very chill day. It was so chill, in fact, that I didn't even want to watch Survivor. I didn't watch Survivor yet. Or Scrubs, and that's usually what I do on Wednesday nights, but I didn't. I don't remember really what I did. Probably a lot of nothing. I have a lot of days off this month. Did you guys see the calendar? Sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I know, it's so hard to get to know some of them because some of you guys, your names are your usernames, and others, they're completely different than how they are on TikTok and other places. I am, but my Easter is not this Sunday. My aunt and uncle, they are out of town on a mission trip over Easter, so, we are doing our family's Easter on the 19th. Yes, I will. I'll be trying to be a tour guide. They look even better once they dry. This is just the first step to the bubbles. So basically it's just cluster dots right now, but they'll become more bubbles soon after they start to dry. Oh, is that? Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I didn't even realize the different in color in the names. I'm such a YouTube noob. Yes. It's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a very full weekend of lots of activities, and hopefully we can get done all the things that we have planned. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. The blue ones are the superpowers. That's okay. I'm sure I'll see it. If you ever want to leave a note, this is to anyone. If you ever want to leave a note on your order, when you add something to your cart, click your little shopping cart icon, and then you'll see like a text box. Nah, we always bring it together here. Oh, you mean like the first couple dots? You're like, what is she doing? Yeah, no, I was just scattering. I was scattering them. Oh, yeah. I don't know. And sometimes on TikTok, depending on which way you have your name, it either comes up or it's just in your profile. You're like, "Hello? Are you following your guidelines? Like, what's going on?" No, so part of the method to my madness in terms of cluster dotting is it's random but not random at the same time, if that makes sense. So I always start with my largest tool and I just kind of scatter it around. And then I'll start moving from like my biggest tool all the way down to my smallest tool, but I'm always working with, one size smaller. And if I feel like I need to add a bigger dot somewhere, like I will. But for the most part, I work from big to small, and that's how you get to this point where now I'm just doing little teeny micro dots. Um, and just filling in, the space that's left over. So it's kinda like a puzzle. It's random, but a little bit more controlled than, like, truly random, if that makes sense. And, like, I could totally stop here if I wanted to, but fill in all the space. I do. Yeah, this comes in my starter kit. You can also get them by themselves on my website too. They are 50 cents. Angela, what's going on? Sorry to scare you guys or nope, we're good. Ooh, were you on live that long? Or did you get off and come back on? Ooh. Yeah, they started clearancing out some of their glass jars. Usually at the beginning of the month or the beginning of the quarter, I never know. It's always at the beginning of a month. They'll clearance a bunch of things. Like if you see orange stickers on things, you better walk around that store and see what else they're clearancing out. Because sometimes you're like, ooh, I need that. Yeah, because she was on earlier, before Scott picked me up after work, and then we did a few errands, and I took a nap and everything. Oh, then you definitely came back on, didn't you? Right? Because I was in your live today, or right? Or was that yesterday? Oh my gosh. That's true. But sometimes you're like, "Oh." Like, I eventually just cleared out the, deco art paint, because I just didn't feel like buying certain ones because I already had them, but then once they went down to 49 cents, I was like, "Alright, fine." Twist my arm. Yeah, I know. Did you see the ones that are coming out for 4th of July? Which they might have had them last year too, but I don't know, I felt like they were a little bit bigger. So it's a star, and then there's, like, a smaller star kinda on, like, the bottom corner, and that's the resined sparkly part. I think one's a stripey one. I can't remember what the other one maybe the other one's blue. They are 15 millimeter. I still have non-flex versions available in the 20 millimeter, because last year we had an oopsie, and she printed a whole bunch of the 20 not the 15. So I still have the leftovers of the normal filament in the 20s, which is just a little bigger. I would wait till they're on sale because 'cause they're not on sale yet. I don't remember how much they are. I put the bunnies away. I'm saving them for next year because I just was like, "Well, Easter's here, and I mean, I know I can keep doing them for spring, but meh." Yeah, I know. I'm kinda the same way. Mm, I know. I got a few eggs. I'm excited. Oh, wait, I didn't realize who that was. How's it going? I don't think they will. If they do, I'm gonna freak. That's gonna suck. I think those are relatively good sellers though, because half the time when I go to get some, there aren't any. But the ones that they seem to be discontinuing, they're always there, so I don't think people really buy them. Ah, didn't clean my tool, or I wiped it off on paint. Yeah, you can always ask them to order some for you though. You know that, right? If you bring them up to the register and you wanted to get more than what they had, you can have them do a rain check for you. And if it's the week that they're on sale, and they'll come in obviously on the week that they're not. But if you have them rain check them when they're on sale, they'll honor the sale price. Just a just a little fruit for thought. Because they don't always offer free shipping on their website. Hello, Grin. How's it going? Yep. And then you don't pay until you pick them up. So they give you a little slip and they'll get it in, and then when they get it in, they'll call you and they'll be like, "Hey, your rain check is here. We'll have it until whenever." So then you go like as soon as you can, and then you bring up that slip that they gave you the last time, and then they bring it up, and then they'll ring you up, and you're all good. So, like, I had to do that with the watercolor pencils because mine just never had them. So even if they don't have something, but they have it on their website, but they're like out of stock on it with it on in the store, you can do the same thing. Just bring up the item on your phone and they'll order it for you that way. Oh, I guess most stores probably do. That is true. I've never used that anywhere else though. We're just doing our thing, same old, same old. Can't complain. You're fine. Mhm. Yeah, I've done it for watercolor pencils and I've done it for stash jars. Because another annoying thing about ordering from Hobby Lobby online is that say you get something and it comes broken, at least my store, they won't help you. They go, sorry, you have to, contact customer service and, the store won't refund you. Um, so like if you buy a breakable thing online and it comes broken, it's a little annoying versus like if they order it for you and it's broken, like it's not your problem. Oh, yeah, you had lots of lives today. Very cool. That's funny. Isn't it? I know. I don't remember what it was that was broken, but I brought it in and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we can't help you with that." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can't." Like I wanted to return something, I think is what it was. Maybe because it wasn't what I wanted, I don't know. But yeah, I brought it in and they were like, "Oh, do you have your receipt?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I like pull up my online stuff and they're like, "Oh, no, if you didn't buy it in the store, you have to like do it through them online." And I'm like, What?" And they're like, "I don't know. We're just not allowed to do it." And I'm like, "That's silly." So I have used the iridescent varnish. I don't use it much. So it dries a little bit more like yellowy. So I don't like that if I'm using it over white. You can use it over like your black base coat and it looks really cool, but the issue with that is that it's hard to draw your guidelines after you do that. So I really don't get much use out of it. It's pretty, but I rarely use it. Oh yeah, definitely. Who all has grabbed Easter eggs from DGH? Anyone? I have. It really doesn't do much. It doesn't really do much. I was hoping when I did it, I did both colors, and then I did a black glitter because I thought, well, maybe that would make the color of the iridescence pop. It didn't. It was very underwhelming. It was very sad. Yay! I think I got a regular egg and a large egg and a gold egg. I think that's what I got. So she's never done this type of live before, but my understanding is, so say you get a small egg, and I might be wrong, so Ash, if you're in here, correct me. So say you get a small egg, right? It's a mystery egg. When she calls your name on live, she'll be like, what color do you want? And you can be like, I want pink. And so I think maybe she'll choose a pink egg, and then she'll open it up, and the egg isn't a color, but when she opens it up, it'll say something like chunky or fine. And then you get a mystery color, not a mystery color, but like she'll pick a fine version of pink, for example. But it might not be just one color. I think it depends on the price of the egg. But you'll get to choose your color, I believe, in some form. But she's never done this live before. The last time she did like an egg live, it was like a Lucky Scoops, and they had little Easter eggs in it, and they already had like, what you were getting in it. But I don't believe it's the same this time, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's she just posted them a couple days ago. So they're on her website right now. And then she's going live on Saturday. Oh, wow. Very cool. The FYP was FYPing for you, huh? What did I say? Did I say 9? I don't remember. Were you painting? What were you doing? I don't believe they're new glitter colors. Oh, yay. Which Jenny? The dot 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 spot Jenny or Jenny from Alaska? Oh, sweet. I don't know. Oh, she's so sweet. I've been trying to figure out what I want to top dot this purple with. Maybe we'll do some iridescent. Maybe we'll do this one. Which I can finally make more of this since I have my Duraclear again. Yeah, she's very sweet. And then maybe I'll top dot it or triple dot it with something else later. No, I think she means like a lot of her glitter options were sold out, so she doesn't know what's available. But she might have also taken some down because of inventory so that she didn't oversell, so maybe they're not actually sold out, they're just in Easter eggs. Alright, so we gotta let this dry. Come back to it. How's this one? Did we finish this one? Do I wanna add any more glitter? Let's just leave it. Alright. Yeah, because she doesn't yeah, if she yeah. I'd be willing to bet that that's what it was, is that she just didn't wanna oversell. Jenny from the pole, the North Pole. That's funny. That's why I like mystery glitters, because I have a lot of her glitter, but I don't have everything. So sometimes it's fun to just restock colors that maybe I like or get something new. On these, no. I mean, I guess I could, huh? Galaxy and Aquarius, yeah, mixed together, super pretty. Do it. Need to sharpen that pencil. Hold on. The standing shelf corgi. Where? That's I tried to, yeah, just in case. But some fine glitters, like a lot of DGH's fine glitters, for example, um, they have a lot of fine mixed into it. So I typically only do that on glitters that are like super crunchy. If you know what I mean, you know. Because some chunky glitters are like hard. I don't really know how to describe it. Or some places don't do like a multi-size mix. It's just chunky, but a lot of the most of DGH's ones are chunky, like with fine and some medium chunk mixed in so that it's like a nice assortment. But yeah, I do try to have a color close in case I need to fill in the gaps. Let's move this out of the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can pretty much use anything. 24 hour? No, I didn't notice. Do they have something new? I haven't checked their new stuff recently. Every once in a while, I'll go and I'll filter to see what they've newly added. Well, there you go. Yeah, try it and see if you need to, but if you don't like shake your ornament, just roll it and it should kind of evenly disperse itself. All right, what are we doing on this one? I'm gonna put some paint away. Feeling a little claustrophobic right now. Too much. Ow. Flip my napkin. Just doing a quick reset. I got too much out right now. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was only $1.99. I just couldn't freaking resist. Isn't it cute? Perfect. You'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. Thanks. I just need a little bit of a push to get some done. You want me to do red, white, and blue? Okay. Oh, cute. Oh, you know what? I think I have seen those. They are cute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Geo set. Maybe we'll do some stars on it. We'll just see. I might bring in like a light blue maybe too. Thanks. I know I've got a lot of things I gotta put resin on, but I'm waiting on a new resin mat. I think it'll be here tomorrow though, so we'll see. I also got a few new containers because I'm kind of just going through like bouncing back and forth between two, and sometimes I feel like I need one more. I'm trying out some new silicone mats because like I like the ones that I have, but they don't last very long for me, so I'm tired of buying them all the time. Not all the time, but like every couple months. Because they're not really made for resin, but they work. But sometimes the resin will just stick after a while, so I'm trying out these new coasters that are a little bit more, I think, heavy duty. Um, so if they do stick, they're not hopefully gonna rip. Like I'm thinking of like baby blue or Provence Sky to go in with this one too. I feel like that's gonna be really pretty. Like a really pretty blue to add into it. I when I went to Dollar Tree today, I got those a couple more acrylic like square pen holder things for my paint. but, they had some coasters, so I grabbed some square ones, even though I haven't been doing any of the square ones. I was like, "You know what? Let me just do it." I do, yeah, to cover the paint, yeah. I used to use Duraclear, and then one year it just started cracking all of my dots, and I don't know why, and so I switched to triple thick, and, I mean, I could use Duraclear again because 'cause it's been fine recently. I don't really know why that was happening when it did, but triple thick is just so damn shiny. It's so much shinier in one coat than one coat of anything else, so I just keep using triple thick. Very nice. Yeah, mine has a bunch. Well, not mine, but the one over. They have a bunch, so if you need some, let me know. Um, I got 4. They had more than that. They're not colored though. They're the clear ones, but like I don't really care. I have every single color at this point. Good job, Rosie. Right? That's how I feel. When I first started collecting those, I did like, specifically choose certain colors and then they got harder and harder to find and I just grabbed whatever I could find and I've rearranged my paint so much at this point that it just doesn't even matter. So I have this rack. It's like a shelf rack thing. I got it from like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods. And I just stack them in there. And then in my paint tool holder, I take all of my most used number 1 tools and I just keep them down here with me. And then whenever I need, you know, one of the other colors, or one of the other tools or different size, I'll go and grab it, but I keep them out of my way because I don't have much desk space. Some people have you know how Michael's has those picture I think they're picture, like, scrapbook boxes, and they have, like, all those little containers, and it kinda looks like a little suitcase. Some people use those. Um, it just kinda depends on what works for you, honestly. But the tool holder, the deep tool holder well, and the shallow, technically, but, um, we designed it so that there's a little spot where you can stick your most used number 1 tools. Should be soon. They've already started showing a sneak peek, and it hasn't been super impressive, but, we'll just see. It looks like they are, um 8 of their colors are the anniversary colors, so if you already have those, then, they're not new. But there's, I think, 4 or 5 new colors that they haven't officially shown yet. One of them kinda looks like from what I can tell, it looks like it might be like a blue mist dupe, and then there's, like, a purple one and a blue one, and I think, like, a brown one maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, hey, it hasn't been that long, you know? You'll start to feel better and better each day, you know? I think I'm gonna color these in so that I can make them sparkly. Yes. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. That's all right. We're gonna color it in, and I shall fix it. No big deal, no big deal. It's okay. I didn't flatten my paint out enough. Yeah, that's not very long at all. But I'm sure you feel a hell of a lot better than you did the other day, so sparkle, there's never too much. That is true. So I'm gonna color all them in, but I'll go back in on this one and just with some black and just, fix it a little bit. I do too, but I really want to add some sparkle. I think I'm gonna mix the pink and like the blue opal pigment eventually so that it kind of sparkles like blue and pink red kind of. I think that'll be really pretty. Or I could just use hologram. I don't know. Right. Yeah. A whole new life. Whole new way of things, you're just adjusting slowly. That's okay. But at least you got to eat eggs today. Maybe. Maybe if it works out where I feel like I have room for it. I bet. I believe it. I already know the answer, so everybody else you can guess. Paul is like, as much as I want to do this again, I think this is going to be my only time I'm doing this trip. Oh, yeah. I can't imagine the adjustment. I mean, I know it's like, you get used to it, but there are sometimes I'm eating certain foods and I'm like, when I get full, if I'm still eating it, I'm like, I want to keep eating this. This shit tastes so good. But like, you can't with that kind of stuff. I couldn't imagine. Or like not really being able to drink while you're eating. Nope. Not that you're really gonna wanna eat spicy foods anyways, but I can only imagine. And I'm one of those people, like, I always have a drink with me. That would be such a freaking life change. And that's, like, at least 2,000 for us, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Worth it, but crazy. I don't know if I could handle that. I know, I need to do better with drinking water, but at least I'm drinking something all the time. Oh, yeah. You have leftovers for days. My issue is that, like, I'm always busy doing this, and I just don't think to stop and take a drink. And then before I know it, it's like 3, 4 o'clock, and I'm like, "Oh, I barely drank anything today." Like, yeah, I mean, that's how you stay full, cause like, I can't like, that's so much water, and you have to, like, space that out because you can't drink that much at once. So then when you drink the water, then you get full. Oh, there's a cat hair. Love that for me. Whatever, I'll fix that later, no big deal. Kinda looks like Mickey Mouse. I'm also not sure if I like this, so I might go over it in black later once it dries. But we'll just let it do its thing for now. So how much water can you drink at one time? Oh, I love that. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a plus, for sure. Holy shit, that's so much. Yeah, you're literally drinking all day long. They do. Not sure if I like it though, so I might take it off later. We need to definitely do it from this angle. Oh, yeah. I typically will just chug like a bottle or 2 of water whenever I'm feeling thirsty. But in the summertime, like when it's warm out, I definitely drink more. When it's cold, I don't know, I just don't ever drink much. Like I've got my coffee and that's about it. Yep. I also eat a lot of watermelon in the summertime too. And I'm like, there's my water. Good night, Sue. Hello, hello. Yep, just, painting away on some coasters this week. This week's hyperfixation is coasters. And this weekend, well, Saturday, we'll do ornaments like always. Not sure what we'll do next week, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh, yeah, see, my thing is like, I mean, I have a big coffee, but, like, I sip on that throughout the day, which is another issue because I never, like, finish it, or if I do, I don't finish it until, like, late at night. Oh, yeah. Good night. I don't know what this reminds me of, but it reminds me of something. Maybe it's like one of those banners, that like hangs on porches. What are those called? We've talked about these before. They kind of look like fans. Oh, yeah, no, I just live off of caffeine. Maybe that's why I'm up all the time. Oh, that was me. I used to be like that. I used to always have a Monster with me or some kind of energy drink. But when I was in high school, I always had a Monster. Always, always, always. And I got those big ones, which I don't even know if they sell them anymore, like the giant ones that had like the twist off cap. Yeah, bunting. Yep. They are definitely not good for you. I know. But I stopped now because um whenever I drink energy drinks, I feel like I get heart palpitations. But with that being said, I still drink my coffee every day. So I feel like I'm just like, I gotta pick one or the other. I really love the new Red Bull, the cherry one, but I haven't tried the sugar-free one, and I really hate drinking my calories other than my coffee. Um, so I haven't been drinking that. The Ultra Peach is good, yeah. I mean, my favorite Monster, which is gross because it's, like, one of the normal flavors. I love the low-carb blue one. That's my favorite. It's always been my favorite. Well, the flavors are okay. The regular Red Bull, I hate it. It's terrible. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if we have that here. But we just got some Liquid IV packets from Walmart. It was, what was the flavor? Blue ice or raspberry ice or something. I don't know. We haven't tried it yet, but it sounds good. See, I grew up on like diet pop, so the diet drinks and stuff, it doesn't really bother me too much. Some of them do, but like I'll choose Diet Coke over regular Coke any day. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. I was obsessed with Dr. Pepper in college. I mean, I still love it. It's my favorite one, but I don't drink it like ever. I do too. I don't like that like weird, like sticky, sour, weird aftertaste that I get in the back of my throat after I drink regular pop. And I also feel like I need to brush my teeth. No, your lemonade is interesting. I mean, well, sometimes we like put like a sparkling in lemonade, like it is very good. But no, if you just ordered like a lemonade, it's just not fizzy at all. So she's leaving. She'll be here in a few days. And by here, I just mean within the US. Um, she won't be out my way until like mid to end of the month. Interesting. Well, I'm sure you could order if you wanted. You could just order like lemonade and like carbonated water, and they'll do it for you. Does it? Oh, I love the carbonate. I love the burn. Well, Sprite, yeah, that's true. Sprite is a lemon lime kind of drink, but I definitely wouldn't say it's lemonade at all. But yeah, maybe that's what you guys call lemonade. Is it the same thing as Sprite, Paula? Oh yeah, she's gonna be here like all month. There's nothing better than an ice cold Sprite. Oh, so fucking good. Especially when like it's like a hot summer day. Speaking of hot summer day, I'm going to put Malibu in those pineapples during the summertime. Are you any more packed right now than you were earlier, Paula? Oh, interesting. I don't know, sometimes I do better if I pack right before I leave, because the thing is if I pack too early, like, I have a whole list of things that I can't pack until right before I leave. So sometimes it's just easier for me to just go and do it all at once, because then I at least remember packing everything. Oh, really? I'm one of those people that, like, if I go to a restaurant and I'm like, "Can I have a Diet Coke?" And they're like, "Is Diet Pepsi okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like, I don't care, you know? If I say, "Can I get a Sprite?" and they say, "Oh, is 7 Up okay?" I'll be like, "Yeah, that's fine." I mean, I'm sure there's a little difference, but it's not enough for me to, like, be like, No." Yeah, it's Paula. A nice crispy Sprite. Oh, yeah. I love ginger ale too. Well, that's true. I mean, I'd probably pack my clothes, but anything else, I won't. Like, none of my important things or, like, toiletries, that all gets packed last. Oh, yay! That's exciting, though. So then when do you start, like, moving in? Ooh. I love the cranberry Sprite, but, like, it's hard to find that now. They do, like, the spiced cranberry, which sucks. So I'll do, the ginger ale with cranberry, the diet. Oh, so good. Oh. Yeah, there is washing machine, that's true, you don't need to bring, like, a month's worth of clothes. All right, I think we've got time for one more set of swooshes. And then we'll pick back up on this tomorrow. Oh, geez. That sucks. But I'm sure that's still cheaper than breaking your lease, right? Interesting. It does. I don't know if I like them though. I might take it off. Uh, yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think one of them though, like it didn't fit right and they're kind of, maybe I could move certain ones over. Where's that star that I need to fix? Let me do that really fast before we hop off. All right. Anywho, that's it for tonight. I feel like we did pretty good. Oh, we'll have to finish this tomorrow too. I forgot about the bubbles. So I'll wipe all the guidelines off and then we'll do the bubbles on this and make it all sparkly and that'll be done and then we'll work on this. So not too shabby. Here's the butterfly one from Tuesday. So we finished that. I don't know why my phone isn't, but anyways. So anywho, thanks for hanging out with me and right, I know. I know, it sucks. This is like the first year that our apartment hasn't raised the rent, but it's probably because everybody's struggling and people are just moving out because it's too freaking expensive here. All right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow on TikTok at 9:30. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Saturday at 2 o'clock and then 9:30. So thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good night.